Parishioners and friends, good day to everyone and welcome to Father Alfie's table. Today we're gonna do a cold dish for the summer. Summer is coming to an end, but we're still summer. So it's a cold dish. It's called Veal Tuna, which is in English will be tuna veal, and it's come from Piedmont. We call it Piemonte, the northwest side of Italy. And I had to call yesterday in Italy my friend Anna because she's an expert in this. Every time I go to Italy, she always makes this beautiful Veal Tuna for friends, and I had to call her to remind myself how it's made, and she gave me the right instructions. However, I told her there were a couple of things I do differently, not better, just differently. Ciao Anna, grazie per le istruzioni. And Anna is a great friend of mine, and she's married with Paolo Granata, one of my best friends. We're still in touch all the time, and we grew up together. And we did so many bad things, so many good things together, growing up in the youth group, and we are still in touch. Actually, last year, a year and a half ago, we met in New York together. We had a beautiful time in New York. Anyway, let's go. Veal. So we have 600, almost 700 grams of veal, and we're gonna make a broth with the veal, with the carrot and celery, onion, garlic, bay leaves, pepper in grain, 4 or 5 cloves, 2 tablespoons of salt, of course olive oil. This is just the water we're gonna use for boiling. So my friend Anna, she always put it first in the water, cold water, and turn it on and let it boil. What I do differently, we're gonna sear it before in olive oil, okay? And then we add the water. So we're gonna turn this on medium high, and I will put some olive oil. Garlic, we're going to just squeeze it, and we leave it the way it is. We say in camicia, which means dressed up. We don't peel it because we're not gonna eat it. We can put the pepper now, cloves. This one doesn't have to be cut very small pieces, it's just for the broth. On the onions we can do half. We need space for the veal. So we put the veal and just turn it in the olive oil on all sides. Okay, now we can put the salt, and we can kind of massage a little bit. The salt, because it's gonna be boiled, we're going to have this coarse salt, not the fine one. Okay. Can you hear the sizzling? Nice. Turn this up. So my friend Anna, she doesn't sear it. She just put in the cold water and then turn it up and let it boil. Go to boil and let it boil. How long it has to boil? This about 700 grams will be. We'll try for 45 minutes. It's a kilo will be, if you have a kilo of meat, will be probably an hour. So we do all the sides. Don't use fork or knife to change it because we don't want to poke it, otherwise we lose all the juices. I can feel something. Oh, now it's getting nice and brown. Feel a little bit brown red here. Okay, we're almost ready to put the water and to bring it to boil. And I just remember this morning I had a beautiful baptism, and the child, when it came to the water, the child, I said, now we're gonna bless the water for the baptism. And the child asked me, how do you bless the water? And I said, how do I bless the water? We're gonna boil the hell out of it. All sides. And we are almost done, I think. Now we can put the bay leaves and we start to add the water. Whoa, what a beauty. All right. Now we're gonna bring it to boil. All right, so now it's boiling. And it took 10 minutes since we put the water to come to boiling. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna turn it to minimum. Turn this like that. Cover this. Leave it a little bit out. Leave it at minimum and leave it for 45 minutes. We have the veal that has been cooked for 45 minutes and is now cooling. It's cooling for actually an hour. And now we are gonna make the sauce, the salsa we call it, for the Veal Tuna. So of course tuna, 300 grams of tuna, drain it from the can, drain it. And 300 grams of mayonnaise. And the mayonnaise, it's better you make it at home. If you want to make it at home, you can look how I did it, and it is right here. And then we have a pepper, but I'm gonna use maybe half of it just for the color. Capers, tablespoon of capers, 3 anchovies, it's a bit of salt as usual, olive oil, a drizzle, and this is the broth from the veal that we cook with the carrots, celery and onion. So we have the tuna, 300 grams. We're gonna put first the tuna for the color, and because it's a big one we just chop it a little bit so it's easier to blend. I take the white out, can be a bit bitter. I chop a little bit because it's probably easier to blend it. And we put that there. And the capers, a teaspoon of capers. And we put anchovies down in as well. And then a drizzle of olive oil. And we'll start with maybe a couple of tablespoons, and then we may add more, maybe. We'll see how it goes. We'll close the Ninja. The reason why I like the Ninja is because it's a double blade, and so it doesn't get stuck at the bottom. Let's go. Turn it on. Lower setting, lower. Let's see. Don't forget we still have the mayonnaise. I think it's about right. Maybe it should be a bit more finer. Why don't we go one more faster? So it's good consistency, but it's too granulous. I like a bit more creamier. So 1, 2, 3. Let's see again. Oh, that's a bit better. Good, 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 good. Yes. Put on the plate. See the pinky color that the red pepper gave? It's fantastic. Now the mayonnaise. We're gonna blend, fold the mayonnaise in. 300 grams of tuna, 300 grams of mayonnaise. Same amount, 50-50. It turns so good. Once it's done, everything is done, we cover this with the veal that we're gonna slice. Once it's done, we're gonna put it in the fridge and it will sort of get a bit thicker. So this is the veal that's been cooled for more than an hour. You can actually do it the night before and leave it in the fridge in the broth. Okay, so then you take it out and it's cold. So then we put it on the cutting board and get a very thin knife. If you have a slice machine, you can use it because we need to have a very thin slice. So one more thing, I got a dear parishioner that really follow this Father Alfie's table, and thank you so much for doing that. But keep saying to me that don't eat animals with 4 legs, so no veal. So in alternative to veal, if you are sensitive to the fact that it's a young cow or you don't want any 4 legs, you can alternatively use chicken breast or turkey's breast. It's good as well. I've done it with both of them, and it's really good. Do the same thing. You can, sear or boil the chicken breast, or do both as we did in this case, and then you slice very thin after it's cold. And do it in the broth as well. Try not to break it. Almost cutting like cutting a roast. Basically, it is a roast, a veal roast, but it's not roast; it's boiled. And here we are. Right, and the last little piece. Okay, and now we're gonna put it in the plate, slice like this. 1, 2. They can actually overlap a little bit. It will be good. I'm gonna make a nice layer. All around. As I said, this is a cold dish. Can be used as an appetizer, can be used to bring at a potluck, or if you have a nice container, you can bring it camping or picnic. And it's just delicious. So what we're gonna do is cover with a cellophane and put in the fridge overnight. So this is always done the night before, and actually if you want to do the veal like the day before, so it's like a 3 days thing. So it takes some time, it takes some patience, and we cannot taste, well, we can taste the sauce and see how the sauce come out. I already tasted, I don't know, it's just delicious. The mayonnaise and tuna blend together, with capers and anchovies all together. Amazing, really. Grazie Anna for this beautiful insight you gave me, and what can I say, bless you all, and I'll see you next time. Enjoy.